It is great to have you back here at Coin Lady channel. Would the United States benefit by consulting ChatGPT for advice on crypto regulation? Incidentally, I was wondering why Ripple CTO David Schwartz chose to get Ripple shares rather than an XRP allotment. We will also examine the assets that are currently performing well as the variables that may cause the price of XRP to rise. Lastly, is the introduction of an XRP SPY-based exchange-traded fund in BlackRock's future plans? Stay tuned to the very end to uncover further details. Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse has spoken out against U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission Chairman Gary Gensler and his negative stance on cryptocurrency regulation. At the recent World Economic Forum in Davos, Switzerland, Garlinghouse spoke with Fox Business and underlined that Gensler is a political liability for the U.S. Garlinghouse claims that the SEC head has made it a top priority to hire additional attorneys to pursue prosecution against the business. The CEO of Ripple characterized this action as an effort to regulate through enforcement. Everyone knows that the SEC is staffed by attorneys in several different departments, including the corporation finance and enforcement sections, as well as the Garlinghouse. The several cases filed by the SEC against crypto businesses demonstrate his disapproval of the agency's regulatory strategy. A number of companies, including Ripple, Coinbase, Kraken, and Binance, have been the targets of SEC lawsuits within the past 3 years. The CEO of Ripple, on the other hand, is unhappy with the way the SEC is regulating the cryptocurrency industry. If only U.S. regulators could set standards, he said, most crypto-related businesses would comply. Most notably, Garlinghouse pointed out that governments all around the globe have begun taking steps to control local cryptocurrency markets. The implementation of the most comprehensive crypto regulatory rule set in the world by the European Union is one example of such an attempt, according to Garlinghouse. Despite other countries' advancements in crypto legislation, the law mandates that companies in the 27 European states who wish to issue, sell, or otherwise deal in stable currencies or tokenized assets, cryptos, must first get a license. The US has not completed any of these projects, according to Garlinghouse. The question is whether ChatGPT can offer advice on how to govern the cryptocurrency market. Because American regulations are murky, Garlinghouse proposed that the government consult the widely used artificial intelligence chatbot GPT for advice on how to control the cryptocurrency market. Using ChatGPT is more than what the SEC has done to regulate the cryptocurrency business, said Garlinghouse. In passing, I mentioned that maybe we could use ChatGPT. When it comes to cryptocurrency regulation, how should the United States proceed? According to him, it goes beyond what the U.S. Secret Service has accomplished. Additionally, the CEO of Ripple brought attention to the fact that the SEC has been met with persistent resistance from the court system due to its perceived overreach in determining legal requirements. That's why Ripple and Grayscale were able to win the lawsuit. He introduced Bitcoin spot ETFs to the Ripple because of this, and they are being forced to do it against their will. The people have been wronged by CEO Gensler, who has been operating independently of their will. The recent approval of several ETFs, he said, further proves that crypto technologies are here to stay. With respect to the home, the United States spends a great deal of time seeking clarification from the judiciary. Switzerland, the United Kingdom, Japan, and the United Arab Emirates have all taken major steps toward regulating their cryptocurrency industry. This is no quaint little economy. I believe it has turned into a political agenda rather than a policy objective in the US, but they are still working to get clarification. He also reminded everyone to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications if they wanted to be the first to know about any new XRP developments. A startling revelation was made by Schwartz in a recent conversation on Ripple's large XRP holdings. Notably, as of September 2023, the business had 46.5 billion XRP, which accounted for 46.5% of the asset's max total supply of 100 billion tokens. This information was revealed in the firm's Q3 2023 XRP Markets Report, which was issued last November. With 41.3 billion XRP held in escrow, Ripple Hill has 5.2 billion XRP available for spending. Every month, the corporation withdraws 1 billion XRP from escrow, but then relaxes its grip on $800 million soon after. In a complex attempt to decrease its XRP holdings, Ripple has persisted in selling off its spendable XRP balance. In Q3 of 2023, the company sold 892 million XRP. Refer to the most recent report on the XRP markets. Many are worried that the price of XRP will continue to be artificially low due to the high volume of sales. In light of these issues, there have been requests for a new strategy, including the most recent debate, escrow balance, and the burning of Ripples. Someone whose previous identity was GPD destroyed the escrow inquired as to whether or not the selling of XRP will forever be integral to Ripple's economic strategy. In response to this, Schwartz, Ripple's chief technology officer, highlighted the fact that the company has a choice with its XRP assets. He suggested that they either keep these tokens or sell them off one by one to lower their holdings. According to Schwartz, there is no third option for the company. On the other hand, he did affirm that they are actively working to decrease their holdings. Recently, XRP sales have been increasing, and this goal could be the reason why. As for whether burning the escrow is not possible, Schwartz said he couldn't think of anything that would make it possible. Additionally, he said that it would have zero positive effects. In the midst of the ongoing debate, an additional member of the community inquired as to whether or not Schwartz really chose to obtain Ripple shares rather than XRP. According to the CTO of Ripple, this is accurate. Instead of an allotment of XRP, he would have been happier with a part in the Ripple company, he claims. The correctness of that choice remains an open question, though, as Schwartz pointed out. He claims that his current assets would be more liquid if he had gotten XRP tokens rather than Ripple shares. It is worth mentioning that the current market capitalization of Ripple shares is around $11.3 billion. Moreover, in a recent conversation, Marburg revealed something. Bill Morgan, an advocate for cryptocurrency, started the conversation by voicing his displeasure with XRP's performance compared to Bitcoin and Ethereum. For the last several years, Morgan has focused on XRP's trajectory, which appears to be following the general cryptocurrency market but will ultimately collapse. Morgan claims that Ripple's attempts to construct the XRP ledger have not been enough to eradicate this slop. He stressed that since 2018, XRP's value has dropped dramatically, falling 84.85% versus Bitcoin and 91.58% versus Ethereum. Morgan first thought that Ripple's legal problems may be the reason. But he pointed out that not even the good legislative changes that happened in the second part of 2023 led to long-term gains. You may remember that Ripple won many court battles against the US SEC. Judge Annalisa Torres also reached a final decision, ruling that XRP is not a security on its own. In July, XRP reached a high of 93 cents due to the ruling, although this surge was short-lived. When compared to Bitcoin and Ethereum, XRP took a major hit after a court ruling. In the next 6 months, after pointing fingers at the litigation and coin escrow activity, Morgan asked the community to pinpoint the real culprit for the fall. Some members of the XRP community have claimed that the constant escrow unlocks and XRP sales by Ripples are to blame for the decline, claiming that the price was artificially suppressed. Claims like this were recently denied by David Schwartz, CTO of Ripple. Even though Morgan thinks these allegations are false, he is nonetheless curious about the real cause of the recession. A member of the crypto community named Mudbrick responded to Morgan by bringing attention to the influence of negative publicity. Expecting price appreciation from existing retail investors is something Malbork is skeptical about, implying may never happen. Instead, he stressed that demand from utility institutions and new individual investors, who may not share the present views toward XRP, would drive its rise. He thinks historical misinformation is to blame for igniting these feelings. Moto by Donnie. Someone else in the community holds the same opinion. In response to Morgan's question, Moto proposed that the animosity towards XRP among the cryptocurrency community might be to blame for its recent decline. According to Morgan, this might be a contributing factor, but it's far from the primary one. Getting down to brass tacks, does BlackRock intend to introduce an XRP SPY-based exchange-traded fund? Become the first to know about all the newest XRP news by subscribing to our channel and activating the notification bell. The world's biggest asset manager, BlackRock, has been the subject of rumors that it may create a SPY-based exchange-traded fund in recent weeks. Ended up fond. Last week, BlackRock CEO Larry Fink added fuel to the fire by saying that he is unable to discuss the company's potential application for an XRP ETF during an interview. This has led many to believe that BlackRock may issue a spot XRP ETF. Curiously, some in the XRP community have taken Fink's statement as a hint that BlackRock is thinking about introducing a spot ETF for the sixth biggest cryptocurrency soon. Charles Desperado, a writer for Fox Business, recently updated his readers on BlackRock's possible introduction of a SPA-based ETF for XRP, but he has already crushed the aspirations of XRP enthusiasts. No plans to issue an XRP ETF, according to persons with knowledge of the situation, according to a tweet by Guests Moreno yesterday. People in the XRP community were understandably furious after Desperado's post and accused him of lying in the comments. As a result of the ruling in the SEC versus Ripple case, several enthusiasts have argued that XRP is worthy of an exchange-traded fund, ETF. In addition, the Fox Business journalist tweeted later that she thought the Ripple ruling was now up for serious appeal. Major asset managers like BlackRock may be hesitant to develop an ETF for XRP due to the report's emphasis on the uncertainty in the SEC versus Ripple. Meanwhile, a Bitcoin ETF that is based on spot prices is being traded on a U.S. authorized exchange by BlackRock. The SEC is scheduled to make a judgment on the company's application to establish a thesis and ETF in August. Notably, BlackRock's future exploration of XRP-based ETFs is heavily dependent on the eventual result of the SEC against Ripple litigation. Please share your opinions with me in the space provided below. It would mean a lot if you could like the video, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Goodbye for now.